Students, now we will see how to convert general equation into normal form. General equation of straight line into normal form. Okay. General form of the straight line means it is linear equation in two variables. Okay, normal form of the straight line means it is x into cos alpha plus y into sin alpha is equal to p. I just recollect that concept. We need to write the equation of this straight line. The straight line equation is given in this general form, right? We have drawn a perpendicular line segment from the origin, and this line is called as normal. It makes an angle alpha with positive direction of x-axis, and here it will be 90°. Hence, this straight line ax plus by plus c will make an angle of 90° plus alpha. Do you remember this external sum of external angles concept? We used it, right? Students, are you clear till now? This is, and this length 0. This length is known as P. The distance between origin and the point of intersection is known as P. So, in other words, it can be called that the distance from origin to the straight line. Distance from origin to the given straight line is given by this P. Students, are you clear? Please reply, students. Are you clear? Can you? Okay,
Yes, sir.
students. Thank you, students. Now, what I am doing is I am just drawing the right triangle in which I am considering this angle as alpha, and this is A, this is B, means you know that as per Pythagoras theorem, this length side will be A square plus B square. Now, our aim is to convert this general equation into this normal form. In the normal form, if you observe this, in the right hand side we have P, this is distance, but here we have right hand side value as 0. So what I do is I am just transferring the C to opposite side, which is minus C, right or wrong. Here the distance will always be in positive, but here it is in negative. So I multiply both sides by minus sign. Students, are you clear till now? Multiplying both sides by minus 1. So we get minus ax minus, sorry, plus minus bx, because it will be helpful. Minus bx is equal to c. Students, are you clear till now? Students, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Students, can you hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Next, what I am doing is I am dividing the entire equation by root over of a square plus b square. I am dividing in both sides of the equation by a square plus b square. I will tell you why we are dividing it later. A square plus b square, which is equal to square root of a square plus b square. Now, based on this triangle, if you calculate cos alpha is, as you know, adjacent divided by hypotenuse, right? Similarly, when we calculate sin alpha is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So we get this. Now you just observe it. In place of a divided by root over of a square by b square, I can substitute cos alpha. Students, are you clear? Students, are you clear? A divided by.
Yes, sir.
So, which implies that minus x into cos alpha plus minus y into, sorry, this is y into, in place of b divided by square root of a square plus b square, I can substitute sin alpha, which is equal to c. Now we have minus sign on both sides. So what I do is I am multiplying again by minus sign on both sides. So we get x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to minus c divided by root over of a square plus b square. Here I am taking modulus. The reason is c is, this is equal to, if you now you just compare it with this. So I am going to compare this, what's cos alpha, y sin alpha is equal to minus c divided by root over of a square plus b square. Students, are you clear? I have just written what I got it from here. Are you clear, students? Students, are you clear or not? Students, please reply. Can you hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Students.
Yes, sir.
So here, if you compare both these equations, you can say that P is equal to minus C divided by root over of A square plus B square. Here P is the distance from origin to the straight line. Hence distance should be in positive. So we are taking modulus sign. Are you clear, students? Are you clear or not? Please reply.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm? Students,
Yes, sir.
so now we will watch the video so that you can understand the concept clearly. Students, you just observe it. The next video it will be very clear.
Let equation 1 be the normal form of the line represented by the equation 2, which is in the general form. As both the equations represent the same line, we have the following relations. From the relations 3 and 4, we get the value of P as follows.
Can you understand this, students?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The value of P in equation 3 and 4, we get the following values. Hence, the normal form of the general equation of the line will be as shown.
Sir, volume
Now
மட்டும்
you
கொஞ்சம் increase
observe.
பண்ணீங்க sir.
அது எப்படி இதுலயா தம்பி இங்கேயும் increase
System
பண்ணுங்க.
volume.
இதோ இப்போ ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஓகே
Okay sir.
okay pa. Now you just observe it. P is equal to here. Students, I think you can see
Take an
the
example. On
1
substituting
minute,
the value of
students.
P in equation 3 and 4, we get the following values. Hence, the normal form of the general equation of the line will be as shown.
Students, can you see it? Here you just observe the cursor movement. P is equal to C divided by root over of A square plus B square. We already learnt P is the distance from origin to the straight line.
Let us take an example. Transform the line 3x minus 4y plus 4 is equal to 0 in the normal form. Solution. We will first rewrite the equation to transfer the constant in right-hand side. The normal form of the line can be calculated as shown here. Let us now study about the distance of a point from a line.
Students, you just observe it. This is a general equation. I'll write it and tell you. Students, here the equation is 3x minus 4y plus 4. 3x minus 4y plus 4 equal to 0. This is the question, students. Now we need to convert this into normal form. Okay, students. In normal form, what we have done is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. What we did is we just drew the triangle. Alpha is kept here. A, B, we have taken square root of a square plus b square, and the entire equation was divided by it. But before that, we should transfer this constant to the opposite side. So we get 3x minus 4y is equal to minus 4. Here we should not have negative signs, because here this right hand side value will be equal to p. P means distance. Hence, we want to convert this into positive sign. So I am multiplying both sides by minus sign. So I get this expression. After that, do you remember that we divided the entire equation by root over of a square plus b square. Here a value is equal to 3, b value is equal to minus 4. Hence we are dividing this by, sorry, here a value, okay, whatever it might be, minus 3 whole square plus 4 whole square. Similarly, in this side also, root over of 3 square plus 4 square. In the right hand side also, root over of 3 square plus 4 square. It may be minus 3 or plus 4, it will give the same answer only. So, minus 3x divided by, this is 9, this is 16, so 25, 5 plus 4 divided by 5 into y is equal to 4 divided by 5. So if you compare it, this is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p, where p value is 4 by 5. It means that, students, are you clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, students. If this is the equation of the straight line, the distance from origin to this straight line, that is the perpendicular distance from origin to this straight line, is equal to 4 by 5 units. Students, are you clear? Students, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, students. You just observe it, same answer we got. This is the required normal form. Now we move on to the next concept.
Point from a line is the length of the perpendicular drawn from the point to the line. Let L be the line and P be the point, whose distance from the line be d. Draw a perpendicular PN from the point P to the line L. The line L meets the x and y axis at the points Q and R respectively. Hence, coordinates of the points Q and R will be as shown.
Students, now we are going to derive the next formula. Okay. I will tell you the shortcut to by heart this later on. First, I will derive the formula. We are taking a point P whose coordinates are x1, y1, and this is the straight line whose equation is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now we need to find out the distance between the point and the straight line, that is the perpendicular distance from this straight line to this point. Our final answer should be, students, please listen carefully. I am telling the shortcut now. If the equation of the straight line is this, means we want to find out the distance from x1, y1 to this point, means in place of x you just substitute x1, in place of y you just substitute y1, and then write it. So a into x1 u plus b into y1 plus c, this is equal to distance, which is modulus. Distance is always positive, hence we are writing this modulus sign, and then root over of coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. We are going to prove this formula. Okay, this is the formula to find out the distance from a point to a straight line. Someone has one the request.
Plus B.
Students, are you clear now? We are going to find out the distance from the point x1, y1 to the straight line ax plus dy. So first what we need to do is, we are finding out the coordinates of this point as well as this point, because what we are going to do is, we are going to calculate the area of the triangle. If you know the three coordinates, means you can calculate the area of the triangle. You know that area of the triangle means half into base into height. So half into base into height. Height is the perpendicular distance from one vertex to opposite side, right or wrong. So this will give us this altitude, height is equal to this distance. Students, do you understand what I say? Students, are you clear? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
ஒரு 4-5 பேர் தான் கவனிக்கிறாங்க, மீதி எனக்கு என்னாலும் உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. Anbarasi, did you understand? Anbarasi, are you there? Balaji? Balaji?
Yes, sir.
Dhanusha, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Dhanvin?
Yes, sir.
Harshavardhan? VP?
Yes, sir.
Harshini?
Yes, sir.
Jaykant?
Yes, sir.
Kamalavarshini? Okay, ma. Karthisan?
Yes, sir.
Madhumita?
Yes, sir.
Faisal?
Yes, sir.
Neelraj? தூங்கிட்டு பொறுமையா வரான் நீல்ராஜ்.
Yes, sir.
எஸ் சார், சூப்பர். பிரகாஷ்?
Yes, sir.
ரஹீம்?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now. So we will try to find out the area of the triangle in which this altitude equal to the distance. Now we know that this point is x coordinate, it lies on x-axis, hence y coordinate value will be 0. So in this equation, if we put y value is equal to 0, means the x coordinate value will be minus c divided by a. Here, if we want to find out the intersecting point on y-axis, means x coordinate value will be 0. When we put 0 in this equation, the y coordinate value will be minus c divided by b. Now we know vertices of the triangle, and in 10th standard you learned half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. If we use this formula, that will give us the area of the triangle, and base value can be calculated. Base is this length, right or wrong, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Students, can you hear me?
கேக்குது சார்.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
சாரிம்மா, நெட்வொர்க் ப்ராப்ளம்னால கட் ஆயிடுச்சுமா.
பரவாயில்ல சார்.
Students, now we can calculate area of the triangle using this formula, and then base length. Actually, this base length can be calculated using y2 minus y1 whole square. This can be taken as x1 y1 and this can be taken as x2 y2. We calculate base and then automatically we can calculate height. Do you understand the logic behind this formula, students? Students, are you clear? Please tell me.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you see the video, you can understand it very clearly. That is it.
Distance of a point from a line is the length of the perpendicular drawn from the point to the line. Let L be the line and P be the point, whose distance from the line be D. Draw a perpendicular PN from the point P to the line L. The line L meets the x and y axis at the points Q and R respectively. Hence, coordinates of the points Q and R will be as shown. Join PR and PQ. Now, area of triangle PQR is given by the following expression. This gives the value of the distance PN as shown. Now, by using the area formula, we have the value of the area of the triangle PQR as shown. Simplify the expression for the area of the triangle PQR. Similarly, by using the distance formula, the value of the distance QR is given by the following expression. Now, substitute the value of the area of triangle PQR and the distance QR in the equation 1. On simplifying, the distance of the point P from the line L is given by the following formula.
Students, are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
Students, okay.
Let's take an example.
Yes, sir.
Find the distance of the point 3 minus 5 from the line 3x minus 4y minus 26 is equal to 0. Solution. On comparing the given equation with the general equation of the line, we get a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 4, and c is equal to minus 26. The distance of the given point from the given line can be calculated as shown here. The distance comes out to be 3 by 5.
Students, are you clear now? Did you understand the problem? They just substituted x1 value in place of x, y1 value in place of y in the equation, and then divided by root over of a square plus b square. So the final answer is 3 by 5. Students, are you
Let
clear?
us take on one.
Don't need this one.
Find the distance between the two parallel lines. Let L1 and let us now try to find the distance between the two parallel lines. Let F
Students, can you hear me? Today's last
sir.
concept we are going to discuss. Okay, pa. Listen, if 5,3 from this point, if we want to find out the distance between this point and the line, let us say 7x plus 10y minus 10 equal to 0. Now we want to find out the distance between this point and the straight line. Geometrically, let us say this is that equation means the straight line means if the point 5, 3 lines means the distance between them is given by the formula that 7 in place of x. Here we have x. In this place we will substitute 5. So 7 into 5 plus 10 into, in place of y we are substituting y1 minus 10, then whole divided by root over of coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. Are you clear, students? If we simplify this, you get the distance. Are you clear? Hmm? Thank you, students. Now,
Yes, sir.
thank you, students. Actually, these concepts are very important. Without understanding them, you cannot study 3D geometry in 12th standard. In 12th standard, vector and 3D geometry will have about 20 marks in the board examination. Here we are learning 2D geometry. But in future 3D geometry we will learn. For that 3D geometry, all the formulae that we are learning will be very, very useful. Now what we are going to do is we are going to find out the distance between parallel lines. Two parallel lines will be given and we are going to calculate the distance between them. For example, two parallel lines are there. Now we are calculating the distance between the two parallel lines. Are you clear, students, what we are going to do? Students, please tell me, are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
Students, now, thank you, students. Thanks for the response. In order to find out the distance between two parallel lines, what we will do is we will take a point on any one of the lines. For example, I am considering L1 in which I am just calculating any point's coordinate. 1 minute, students. If this is ax plus by plus c equal to 0 means this equation straight line C1. Actually, the parallel line slope is equal. So this line also ax plus b plus C2 equal to 0. Students, please be very clear. I will give you a very important hint. In case 5x plus 6y minus 3 equal to 0. Now a line equation is given to you means, let us say this is line 1. If you want to find out another line which is parallel to this L1 means, what you need to do is you need to write the coefficient of x as it is, coefficient of y as it is. Only you need to change the constant. The constant can be anything, 5, 9, any real number can be used. If you check it, these two lines will be parallel to each other. This will be same, this will be same. They differ by only constant. That's why when this line equation is ax plus by plus c1, the parallel line is also is written as ax plus by plus c2. They differ by only constant. Students, are you clear? Students,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
thank you, students. Thanks for the response. Now, what we will do is we are going to apply the concept that we learned previously. That is distance from a point to the straight line. But the point lies on this parallel line. In case if we take this x-intercept value, y-coordinate value will be 0. If we put y value as 0 means the x-coordinate value will be minus c1 divided by a. Minus C1 divided by A will be its x coordinate value. Now if we apply the distance formula that we learned recently, ax1 plus dy1 plus c divided by root over of a square plus b square, we will get the distance between two parallel lines. Now I write the final formula directly. Students, distance between two parallel lines is modulus of c divided by plus b square between two parallel lines. We will watch a video related to this and then in the next class we will start solving the problem related to the concepts we learned.
Let us now try to find the distance between the two parallel lines. Let L1 and L2 be two parallel lines. We know that the the slopes of the parallel lines are same. Hence, the equations of the lines L1 and L2 can be written as the following equations. Now, the point of intersection of line L1 with x-axis is given by the following equation.
Correct answer for the given question. On comparing the lines with the standard form, we have the following values. Therefore, the required distance is calculated as shown here and is equal to 2 by 5.
Students, you just observe it. The formula I told you is modulus of C1 minus C2. In place of C1 they put 7, in place of C2 they put 5, and then divided by root over of a square plus b square. In parallel line, the coefficient of x and coefficient of y will be same. Hence, a value is equal to 3, b value is equal to minus 4. When we simplify it, we get the answer as 2 by 5. Students, are you clear till now? Students, are you clear?
On comparing
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The lines are given in general.
Students, with this, I am completing this video. Completing this class. Okay, study well, students. Okay, take care of your health. Thank you. Thanks for the
Thank you, sir.
cooperation.